So these red circles and squares, this is UMA's idea for changing the way that people are getting access to emergency services. And so there's these targeted emergency services that HHS field staff are going to be going out to the zip codes where these sites are set up. So let's say it's going to be with Catholic Charities, it's like Georgia and Randolph. So there will be like a little HHS outpost there. And there will be field staff that normally works in Rockville or Gaithersburg that goes out once a week. But then all of the other days, I think it's like 40 hours a week that they're going to be...
20 hours.
Well, 20, oh yeah, 2 people.
Yeah.
20 hours a week, they're going to be staffed by what we're calling community connectors. And these community connectors are going to be people who, hopefully are bilingual in, any number of languages. They're people who live in the community, like Leslie, who's lived here for 16 years, speaks English and Spanish. They would be sitting there kind of waiting for people to come in and then receiving them, helping them figure out, do I qualify? If I do qualify for, let's say, food stamps, how do I apply? What documentation do I need? All of those steps. The volunteers sitting there would be, really helping somebody understand the system because it's not very easy to figure out. And so then these community connectors, so they're going to be sitting there waiting, but they're also going to be proactive because we're going to have door knockers, volunteer door knockers in that same community right around Catholic Charities, knocking on doors and asking people, what's your biggest concern right now? And maybe somebody says, I'm having trouble paying the rent. So that information gets transferred back to the community connectors, and even while the resident is told, okay, there's a new place to go to Catholic Charities, you don't need to go all the way to Silver Spring, or you don't need to go to Rockville to the service eligibility units, you can go right here in your own community. And, but then, sorry, like I was saying, so the door knockers are telling the residents to go there, but also the door knockers are giving that information to the community connectors. So let's say Leslie gets 3 phone numbers on Wednesday, on Wednesday night, so Thursday morning she goes into the office and she calls those 3 people. And she says, I heard, one of the door knockers stopped by your apartment the other day. I hear you have a question about, rental assistance. I'm here in the office and I'll be here for 4 more hours, and here's my schedule for the rest of the week. And so really encouraging that person to come in the office and just sit down and try and figure out if they qualify for the services.